only time I've ever done the whole dramatic left in the middle of a newscast was 3 years ago, and my wife is texting me around this time saying, the fire department's here, it smells like smoke, and I can't figure it out.
Oh my goodness.
She turned on the heat.
Oh.
Inadvertently. It wasn't even like a cold night. She just like accidentally clicked it.
Yeah.
It starts smelling like smoke. She and the girls are freaking out. I didn't know what was going on. Now, every year when it starts to get cold, I remind people,
it's going to be okay.
Don't freak out.
Oh, man. Yeah, tonight's going to be one of those nights. Might be turning on the heater for the first time for the entire season. If not, maybe tomorrow if you just can't kind of deal with the cold. But it is going to warm up eventually. Just we need 2 more nights of real chilly weather, below average weather. And by the way, we are nowhere near records. This is just below average. Records are in the 30s, and we're nowhere near the 30s. 49 right now in LaBelle, 46 for Punta Gorda. And the reason it's allowed to get so cold, clear skies, relatively calm winds, and dry air. When you have dew points below 40 degrees, that is really dry for us in Florida. Usually we get excited when it gets below 60. So this allows that temperature to dip down pretty low. And if the winds stay calm enough, areas that see the mid to upper 30s, that's not everyone. In fact, it's not most areas. You could get a little bit of frost, excuse me. We had some frost in northern Florida earlier today and over the weekend, and that could be the case for some of our cooler spots tomorrow morning or into Wednesday morning as well. So our setup is high pressure. We have a little reinforcing shot of cold air tonight that's going to help drop our temperatures a couple of degrees compared to this morning. High pressure's in place, northerly winds. High pressure remains, even though we get that little boundary moving on through tonight. High pressure with generally northerly winds remains throughout the rest of the forecast period. When we see temperatures start to warm up is when that high pressure starts to move off to the west and we get more of an easterly wind. That changes everything up and increases the humidity and our overnight low temperatures. So the coldest mornings on Wednesday, then our temperatures increase to near 60 into the overnight hours by the end of the weekend and into next week. So the warm air is returning after this little bit of a cold snap. 44 in Buckingham tomorrow morning, North Fort Myers at 45, a little bit colder, flirting with the upper 30s for Buckhead Ridge and Palmdale. And LaBelle all at 41 degrees. Immokalee, you'll be the colder spot, along with Ave Maria into Collier County, the warm spot. 10 degrees warmer for Everglades City, a little bit warmer along the coastlines where you have that water influence. 39 for Arcadia. So Aries along 17. If the winds relax enough and maybe a few backyard thermometers get into those upper 30s, might see some patchy frost up there. 40 degrees and Deep Creek 43 for Port Charlotte. By the afternoon tomorrow, it's a gorgeous day. Upper 60s for your high. Plenty of sunshine. It's just cooler than average by about 10 degrees. We warm up begins Wednesday afternoon into the low 70s, upper 70s by Thursday. We stay there really nice through the weekend. 80s return on Monday. That's your first alert forecast.